My name is Margaret. I am 68 years old. I am a single mother. My husband died many years ago, when my son was still very young. From that day, my world changed completely. I became both mother and father for my child. I had no family except him. When my husband left this world, fear entered my heart. I did not know how I would raise a child alone. But when I looked at my son sleeping beside me, so small and peaceful, I felt strength rise inside me. That night, I made a promise. I will protect my son. I will never let him feel lonely. Life was not easy. I worked every day without rest. I cooked simple meals with little food. I washed clothes by hand in cold water. Sometimes, I cleaned other people's houses to earn a little money. Many nights, I went to sleep tired and hungry. Still, I always made sure my son ate first. When I saw his smile, my pain felt lighter. His happiness became my strength. Even when my body hurt, my heart stayed strong. When my son was small, he often fell while learning to walk. Every time he cried, he reached out his hands to me. I held him close and said softly, "Do not be afraid. I am here." When he became sick, I stayed awake all night. I touched his forehead again and again. I prayed silently for his health. Slowly, year after year, time passed. My son grew taller and stronger. My hair turned white. My body became weak. But my love never became weak. When my son became a man, he started working in the fields. Every evening, I waited for the sound of his footsteps. I cooked his food and cleaned our small house. When he came home tired, just seeing him safe made me happy. I never wanted money or comfort. My son was enough for me. My whole life was him. One day, my son came to me and said, "Mother, I want to get married." I looked at his face and smiled. "If this brings you happiness," I said, "then I am happy too." Fear lived quietly inside my heart, but I did not show it. I knew my life would change again. When his wife came to live with us, I welcomed her with kindness. She was young and beautiful. I told her, "This is your home now." I showed her the kitchen and helped her find things. I tried to make her feel comfortable. After a few days, I felt something was not right. She spoke to me with short words. She did not look into my eyes. When I tried to help her cook, she said, "I know already." When I spoke, she became angry. So slowly, I stopped speaking. I told myself, she is young. She needs time. I stayed quiet and patient. One evening, my son came home very late. His clothes were dirty with dust. His face looked tired. He sat down and said, "Wife, I am tired. Please bring me some water." There was no reply. After a while, he called again. "I am hungry. Where is my food?" Still, there was silence. I was in the next room. Our house was small. I could hear everything. My son stood up. His voice became louder. "Why don't you answer me?" Then I heard her crying. "It is your mother," she said. "She hates me. She keeps shouting at me. She calls me lazy and useless. She says bad things about me." My hands began to shake. None of those words were true, but I stayed silent. My son spoke softly. Please, she is old. Try to live peacefully with her. She answered angrily. There is no food. I could not cook. That old woman keeps correcting me. Everything I do is wrong. My son sighed deeply. She is my mother, he said. This is her house too. Her voice became cold. You must choose, she said. Either live with me or live with her. Not both. That night, my son went to sleep hungry. I lay awake on my mat, looking at the ceiling. My heart felt heavy. I prayed quietly. God, guide my son. Do not let him choose the wrong path. The next morning, I heard her again. Have you decided? She asked him. Do you want me or your mother? Then she said words that cut my heart deeply. Take your mother to the hill and push her down. She is old. She will die soon. I am young. We can live happily. That day, my son did not speak much. He did not eat. He did not look at me. For the first time, I felt afraid of my own child. That night, my son came to me quietly. Mother, he said, we are going on a journey tomorrow. I looked into his eyes. I understood everything. My heart broke, but my face stayed calm. I nodded and said, All right, my son. I did not cry. I did not ask questions. The next morning, he lifted me onto his back. The path to the hill was rough and narrow. The air felt cold. I stayed silent. As we climbed higher, his steps became slow. His breathing became heavy. I looked around and thought about my life. I remembered feeding him with my own hands. I remembered holding him when he cried. I remembered protecting him from pain. I thought, if my life ends today, I have no regret. When we reached the top of the hill, I spoke softly. My son, I said, I know why you brought me here. He stopped walking. When you push me, I said gently, please hold the tree branch so you do not fall. He turned to look at me. His eyes filled with tears. You know? He asked. I smiled sadly. Yes, I said. A mother always knows. He slowly put me down. He covered his face and cried. I was going to kill you, he said. And still you worry about me. I touched his hand gently. My child, I said, a mother's love never ends. After a long silence, he lifted me again. This time, he walked down the hill. When we reached home, he sent his wife away. I did not stop him. I did not speak badly about her. I only thanked God silently. Now, my son and I live in peace. I cook for him. He takes care of me. Our house is quiet again. A mother's love asks for nothing. A mother's love never dies. Never forget the one who gave you everything.